kind of tell me how the decision was made to move from downtown out here, and then how the building progressed.
Well, when I was elected master, the lodge had already bought this property from Glenn Morgan. And we had our Christmas banquet at the Monte Vista. And I told them, I said, with any luck, maybe next year at the Christmas banquet, we can have it at our new lodge. So I asked Bill Butler, was treasurer. I said, Bill, how much money we got in the bank to start the building with? He said, I think we might have $800. I said, close enough. So we started, this is in the floodplain. So we started hauling dirt in, got it built up above floodplain, and dug and poured the footers, and by that time it was about out of money. Jack Clevenger was the chairman of the building committee. And Jack said, I got credit down at Lowe's. And I know a fellow down there. So he went down to Lowe's, and the guy at Lowe's just happened to be a Mason. So he cut us some special deals on blocks and everything. So we got started, and the money started coming in. People were just waiting on something to get started before they started donating. As a general rule, it was maybe anywhere from 6 to 10 to be working. It might not be the same ones, but you know, and then the ones that weren't working were contributing financially, which worked out pretty good. After we got the footers in and got the blocks up, and then we run out of money. So then we had a pig picking, and we had the temporary roof on the lodge here, gravel in here, in the floor, and we cooked the pig all night. And the next day we got ready to serve. Sandy was taking up the money, and she never give nobody no change. And but we raised enough money then to pour the floor, pour the concrete, and then it just, everybody was just started donating. If they weren't donating money, they were donating labor. We got ready to put the shingles on the roof, and I think it was about 40 or 50 out here wanting to nail shingles on it. Wow. And Charlie Stafford, he hollered up at me. I was on the roof, and he said, what do you want me to do? And I said, put the water line in. So he grabbed 6 or 8 of them, and he put the water line in while we was putting the roof on. M.B. Haynes, they came out and wired this thing. Just happened to be a brother Mason. Came out and did the wiring. He brought those big panel boxes that were used, that's still good. He put all those in here. And he'd bring about 5 or 6 electricians with him. In a couple of nights, they had this thing wired. Everybody walking around with flashlights showing them what to do. And then we decided to put rock on the outside of the building. Well then, Blankenship was the over the Iceville watershed up there. So we went up there, took a dump truck, went into the dam, which was unheard of, up to the old hotel. And you could just back the truck up there and just throw them on there. And we went up there one night and got a load and brought them out. So Jack Clevenger was wanting to go, because he'd never been in there. Well, we got about 3/4 of the way in there. It's a way back in there. And the stinking truck died. And there the truck was, and we had to walk back out of there. And it was dark before we got back out. Scared to death of snakes and everything else. But anyway, finally got out of there, and that was Jackie Wheeler's truck. He went up there the next day and fixed it, and then we loaded it up and brought it on out. And David Hicks, me, and Jack, Jack Cordell, Charlie Stafford. Quite a few of us was either making mud or laying rock, and laid all the rocks across the front of it. The next year, we had our Christmas banquet in the lodge here, and the same Grand Master, which I don't know has ever been done since. Same Grand Master laid the cornerstone and dedicated the lodge. I don't think it's ever been done since. But that was about my tenure as sitting in the East, which I'm so glad it was over with when I got out there.
So really, in 1 year, you went from pouring the footers to being inside the building.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Yeah. Well, it's 1 year from, I took the chair in January, and me and Jack Clevenger and Ray Gleiss drew it out on paper, and that was our plans. And then we just got started. So we actually started the actual lodge probably in April, because I know it was warm. But it was a lot of fun. Wore me out, but it's a lot of fun.